Hello, gem hunter. Have you ever considered that the stones you step on every day could be hiding something valuable, something that could change your life forever? What seems like just another ordinary rock could actually be a diamond or a rare gemstone. Did you know that many of these stones, which go unnoticed by everyone, hold secrets that only those with a keen eye can discover? And the most fascinating thing, what you think is worthless could be exactly what you need if you know where to look and how to identify the signs. In this video, you'll learn to look at your surroundings in a completely new way and understand how to find hidden treasures in the simplest things. Prepare to change the way you see the world around you. If you're enjoying this content, leave a like below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any discoveries like this. What seems simple and worthless may actually be nature's greatest secret. The stones, often overlooked beneath our feet, carry ancient stories and secrets that transcend time. From the dawn of humanity, when the first treasure hunters explored the earth, to modern miners, everyone shared the same wisdom. True wealth lies not in obvious places, but in the things we despise. And the most incredible thing is that this attentive gaze, which reveals hidden beauty and potential, is not something reserved for a few. It can be developed by anyone. The earth, with its mysteries, constantly gives us signs. The ordinary stones, which many of us step on without even realizing it, can hide the greatest treasures, if we know the right moment to look. And this learning is not limited to rocks. It applies to life as a whole. By knowing how to see beyond the surface, we can discover a world of possibilities and riches that were always there, waiting to be found. If you're enjoying this content, leave a like below and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any discoveries like this. The truth about common stones goes far beyond what meets the naked eye. Many of these seemingly unassuming rocks can hide the rarest minerals, such as diamonds, emeralds, and even opals. This secret isn't just a folk tale, but something proven by science. According to geological studies, certain types of rocks form under specific pressure and temperature conditions, which can create perfect environments for the formation of gemstones. The simplest rock, such as quartz, can be the starting point for great discoveries. What many don't know is that these common stones, when analyzed in detail, can be indicative of places rich in precious minerals. Thus, it's possible to find rare gemstones in places that initially seem common, simply by understanding the geological process that leads to their formation. Take quartz, one of the most abundant rocks in the Earth's crust, for example. Quartz itself isn't a precious stone, but it has enormous potential as a host for rare minerals. In volcanic regions or geothermally active areas, quartz may carry tiny particles of diamonds or emeralds formed during high-pressure processes. Scientists have used this theory to map areas where gemstones might be found. Calcite, another seemingly mundane rock, also has the power to hide precious gems. Recent studies show that the combination of factors such as temperature, the presence of groundwater, and tectonic activity can create a perfect environment for the formation of rare minerals within these simple rocks. This means that common rocks around us can be indicators of valuable locations, if we know how to interpret them. Here's the twist. You don't need to be an experienced miner to understand how to find these hidden treasures. With the right knowledge, anyone can learn to identify the stones most likely to conceal something precious. Modern mining, for example, doesn't rely solely on large mines or deep excavations. Many gemstone discoveries are made based on small geological analyses, observing features that might go unnoticed by the uninformed eye. The truth is that scientific knowledge has allowed miners to locate mines and gemstone deposits with greater precision. And this same approach can be used by anyone looking in seemingly ordinary areas. Recognizing geological patterns and rock characteristics can be the first step to making a valuable discovery. To find these rocks with potential for gemstones, the key is to study the environment in which they form. In volcanic regions, for example, geothermal activity can be an excellent indicator of nearby rare minerals. The geology behind these areas creates ideal conditions for minerals like diamonds or emeralds to form and hide in the rocks. Furthermore, places like old gemstone mines, areas of seismic activity, or places where tectonic pressure is high are fertile ground for the formation of rare gemstones. With a little patience and observation, anyone can identify these characteristics and start searching. The tip here is to use simple tools. A magnifying glass, binoculars, and a field notebook can be more than enough to get you started exploring and recording your discoveries. But the most fascinating thing is that this skill doesn't have to be limited to searching for precious stones. Training your eye to see the value in simple things can be a skill you apply in many areas of life, from work to personal life. Just as ordinary rocks can hide diamonds, everyday situations or opportunities around us can often be more valuable than we imagine. When we learn to observe the world more closely, we begin to perceive the value in small things, in people, and in situations. Life constantly offers us clues, but we need to know how to listen and see beyond the surface to discover hidden treasures. By applying this attentive and scientific eye, you will be able to discover riches in places and situations where no one else is looking. Are you enjoying this content? Leave a like and, in the comments, tell us if you found something simple, yet valuable in your life. And stay tuned, because the next step to finding these hidden treasures is about to be revealed. Don't miss out. To begin identifying these common rocks that may hide precious treasures, the first step is to learn to observe your surroundings more closely. The key is to understand the characteristics of rocks and how they form, so you can spot signs that something more valuable might be hidden there. Start by paying attention to the rock's textures and colors. Rocks that appear rough and dull, such as quartz or calcite, may indicate that something is hiding beneath their surface. Furthermore, it's essential to study the environments in which these stones form. Places like volcanic areas, ancient riverbeds, and even tropical forests can have great potential for hiding rare gemstones, as these environments create the ideal conditions for precious minerals to form. What you need to do is take a closer look at these rocks and understand the geology behind them. The second step is knowing where to look. To do this, it's important to map the geological areas most likely to contain these precious stones. Volcanic regions are excellent for searching for rare minerals, as geothermal activity favors the formation of gemstones. Furthermore, areas with high seismic activity, such as tectonic fault zones, can reveal precious deposits over time. Other areas to consider are old gemstone mines, where rocks were once extracted but may have left behind valuable pieces that miners were unable to identify. Don't forget to observe the geological characteristics of these areas. A good example is to look for places with a combination of high pressure and heat, as these conditions are essential for the formation of rare gemstones. Now, regarding how to proceed, the best way to begin this journey is with simple yet effective tools. You don't need high-tech equipment to begin exploring these rocks. A good pair of binoculars can be useful for examining distant areas, while a magnifying glass will allow you to observe the textures and layers of the rocks in more detail. Additionally, a field notebook can be your best ally. Writing down your observations, such as the location of the stones, their characteristics, and the surrounding environment, will help you map patterns and identify promising locations. When heading out into the field, always have these items handy. Remember that when you begin searching for gemstones, the most important thing is to be meticulous and patient. Consistent practice will allow you to notice patterns and details that might initially go unnoticed. Ultimately, most importantly, by adopting this practical approach, you're not just searching for gemstones, but also training your eye to perceive the richness that lies all around you. Just as ordinary rocks can hide natural treasures, life is also full of opportunities and details that go unnoticed by most people. By looking at the world more closely, you begin to perceive opportunities you hadn't previously imagined. This applies to work, your personal life, and even your relationships. Therefore, by exploring these stones in the field, you're actually training your mind to identify the value in simple things. And like any journey of discovery, this will transform the way you see the world around you, revealing treasures that were there all along, waiting to be found. Now it's your turn. Have you ever encountered something unexpected, something that seemed ordinary but turned out to be incredibly valuable? Comment below and share your story with us. In many places around the world, seemingly simple rocks have revealed unexpected secrets, such as opal and diamond deposits, which, at first glance, no one would imagine. In regions with high geothermal activity or rich geological history, researchers have discovered that even the most common stones can hide priceless natural treasures. Tropical forests, for example, are surprising environments for the discovery of rare minerals. While these areas are often associated with dense vegetation and vibrant ecosystems, they are also places where rocks can carry gemstones formed by millions of years of tectonic pressures and volcanic activity. What makes this process even more fascinating is the connection between the Earth and what it holds within. Signs of rare minerals may be closer than we imagine, but they require specific skill to discover. The Earth is constantly giving us clues about what lies beneath the surface. These clues can be seen in the formation of rocks, the texture of the soil, and even the surrounding vegetation. In some areas, for example, certain types of plants grow only where amethyst deposits are present, a clear sign that, beneath the earth, valuable minerals await. For those who know how to read these clues, nature becomes a vast, open book, full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. But most impressive of all, these signs are not limited to rocks or plants. They permeate nature throughout, and by learning to see the world this way, we can begin to realize that true richness lies in the details. By observing more closely, we are able to discover value where we least expect it, beginning to make connections between what we see around us and what the earth has to offer. How many times have you experienced something simple and not realized the true value behind it? Sometimes life offers us precious moments that seem ordinary, but are exactly what we need to grow. Like rocks that seem worthless, the greatest opportunities are often right in front of us, waiting to be discovered. The secret isn't finding something rare, but learning to see what's hidden, whether in the rocks or in everyday situations. The true treasure in life is knowing how to observe carefully, see what lies beyond the surface, and trust the signs the world gives us. By adopting this perspective, not only do the rocks around us take on new meaning, but our entire lives are transformed, revealing the riches that were previously camouflaged by routine. Now that you've learned how to identify common rocks and notice the signs nature offers us, it's time to take the next step. Don't let this knowledge stop here. Comment below, "I see the signs," if you're ready to start training your eye and discover the hidden treasures around you. Every small observation can turn into a major discovery, and what you thought was unimportant can reveal immeasurable value. By starting to apply these observation techniques, you'll see the world in a completely new way, with a more refined and conscious vision. Like this video, share it with friends who also love to unravel the mysteries of nature. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue learning and delving deeper into this fascinating process of discovery. True wealth lies in the little things, and you're about to find them. Now that you're starting to see the rocks around you with a closer look, imagine what might be hiding right under your nose, or better yet, under your feet. The simple act of looking at ordinary rocks differently can reveal riches you never imagined. In this video, you could be losing millions of dollars on these common rocks in your garden without even realizing it. What seems like an insignificant stone can hide a true treasure. Nature is full of signs, and now that you know how to interpret them, you'll begin to see the valuable opportunities that were right in front of you. See you later, Gem Hunter.